thank you for coming back. This is Barbara Irwin, LVNV Homes and Land, and I have my co-host,
Nikki Junium with AmeriFirst Financial.
Dawn Weaver, Old Republic Title.
Brian Holland, Old Republic Title.
So for this segment, we're actually going to go over what title insurance is, what title is, how it affects the homeowner, the benefits of having title, and
how important it is.
How important it is, exactly. So do you want to just jump in there and say...
So a lot of people don't understand what the purpose of title insurance is and what exactly it does. And here's what we do. When we open an escrow, we do a preliminary title report to search for any liens or any deeds of trust that may have been paid off but not removed, anything like that that comes across the property. We go ahead and clear all of that for you. If at any time you were to, after the sale, anybody were to come back and say that they were owed for liens or prior work done on a property and you didn't pay them, your title insurance would cover that for the seller. On the flip side of that, the title insurance covers the buyer for their loan policy. So it ensures that the lender is in first lien position and gives them the essential coverages that they need for endorsements and such for their loan.
What about like encroachments? Like if somebody's property extends over your property line, like somebody puts their fence in the wrong spot.
And we assist with those things. I mean, we're not lawyers. We can't typically, we're not attorneys. We can't typically advise, but we do help with those situations to get everything in the right area where it's supposed to be. If it was wrong, if it was right, to move the lines if we need to. We do all of that for you.
So is there a portion of the coverage that covers for that?
There's coverage that covers for, yeah.
Oh, okay,
absolutely.
Very cool. All right.
So when you buy a home and somebody, the current owner, has a lien again from the water district or somebody like that, your job is to make sure all that's cleared so that the new owner doesn't pay for it, correct?
Right. And if at any time any liens were to come back, that title insurance would cover that. And that's the purpose of it, is to offer you essentially an insurance coverage for that.
Oh, that's really cool. Now about you, how long have you been in escrow?
25 years. My whole family's been in escrow. My mother owned her own title and escrow company. I started as a receptionist for Old Republic Title and worked my way up.
Oh, that's really cool.
And you're only 34 now. So
I'm only 21, so I'm just saying.
We're going to have to do the math and get back to
you. So I think we've all been in the industry
20 years.
20 years.
15, but I'm working on it.
There you go.
But they've been great 15 years.
It's been an awesome 15 years.
So Brian is actually a
sales manager, marketing representative. Absolutely. I handle the sales and marketing.
So how can you help an agent market a homeowner's property?
There's a multitude of ways. To help an agent market a current homeowner's property to potential buyers, we have the ability to reach out to renters. We have the ability to reach out to current homeowners that are looking to make a change. Say, for example, 10 years ago, a certain family purchased a home. Now they have additions of children, or maybe even other family members that have moved into the home, and their home is not quite sufficient enough for their needs. We have the ability to help them find a larger home or market themselves to a larger home, and vice versa. If there's a lack of children that have left the home after a certain number of years and they need a smaller home, we can help identify folks that might want to move into exactly, downsize into
syndrome.
Yes.
Yes.
We're
very
coming up on.
So for the process, beginning to end, so me as a realtor, we would go out and show the homes. I would find my client the best home possible, write an offer, get it accepted, of course, with as much down payment as possible. I would send it over to Nikki, and Nikki would go through the lending process. And then once Nikki collects all the documents and such, do you want to go into what you actually do before it goes into title?
Yeah, so that's, you need to come see the lender first. Barbara would send you over to me. I can get you pre-qualified to make sure that you're going to qualify and how much you qualify for. So you're not out looking for things that you can't purchase or looking for something not what you want. And then once I do that, you give me all your documents. Then I send you to Barbara. Barbara finds you that house. You get into contract. Then it goes over to title. They open title.
And then we start our process where we're doing the preliminary title report. We're getting all your loan documents together. We're getting payoffs from the seller. We're getting all the paperwork together to fund and record your property into your new name, so that then you would go back to your real estate agent, where she would then hand you the keys of your lovely new home.
Congratulations.
During that process, there's an appraisal,
With appraisal
and the house has to actually appraise for the purchase price
or higher.
or higher. Now, if it doesn't, then we can rebut the appraisal, and it's a
Correct.
process, but they don't have to change it.
Correct. And on the down payment assistance programs, if it comes in low, you cannot pay the difference between what it comes in at and the sales price.
Well, that's a good point.
You are not allowed to do that. In the
Oh, that's a
regular
very
market,
good
you
point.
can do that. If you're buying something for $200, appraisal's in at $195, you can bring the $5,000 to close. Down payment, you cannot do that. They don't allow it.
That's a really good
That's a
point,
really good
because
point.
the market right now, a lot of the properties are selling for
Over.
over. Yeah, people are
And you
kind of
can't do that.
scrambling.
And note too that for escrow, we are a disinterested third party. So when you find yourself in those positions in your contract, that is where your real estate agent's expertise come in. As escrow, we don't take sides, so we stay disinterested. So your agent will handle those situations along with your loan officer, and then escrow will just put all the final papers together for you.
However, I would like to make one point. Make sure if you're going to buy a house, you have the dream team. Make sure you've got a loan
Yes.
officer, a real estate agent, and a title company that work closely together. Because we do.
Mm-hmm.
During the entire thing, we all work very closely. Make sure we all know each other,
Yeah.
get along with each other, can work well with each other, because that
It's
could
important.
be, yeah.
It makes a big difference for the whole transaction. First-time home buyers especially.
Well, for many first-time home buyers, purchasing a home is the largest investment they will make of their entire lives, at least up until that point. So having, like Nikki said, having that team, that solid team in place to look out for your best interest, it's imperative.
Very.
It is. You don't want something happening at the last minute and nobody's talking to each other, or I'm mad at her, or she's mad at me, or
Yeah.
you don't want any of that
We don't
stuff.
do that.
You want professional people that have worked together and know what they're doing.
Our end goal is to get you in your home and to do it in a way that makes you happy and comfortable, where you can celebrate and come back next time you're ready to buy another one.
As smooth as closing as possible.
Absolutely.
Yep. Exactly.
Perfect. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up or talk about before we're almost to the end here?
If you're planning on using down payment assistance on that hardest hit, make sure you jump in quickly. My personal opinion is it's not going to be around after the summer's over. It will be done before then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And in escrow, we see a lot of that too. And I want to say that if you have a choice between we were just talking about this, that down payment assistance program, or let's say you have a VA and you're not sure which one you want to use, talk to your loan officer, call Nikki,
Yes.
because we were just talking about that.
Yes.
This hardest hit program is the one that is the most comparable up against a VA. So this is a really good program. So I would reach out to her as soon as possible.
And with this program, just if you're using this program, understand you still have to put down your earnest money when you make an offer on a home.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to pay for your appraisal up front, and you still need to pay for your inspection. But upon closing,
You can
the
get your-
$20,000, that all comes back to you.
Yep.
And
you
So
can
it's out of pocket zero at the
$0
end. And if any's left over of that $20,000, it goes as a principal reduction, and it just brings down
That's
the amount
really
you
cool.
owe.
Yep, and you
So-
will get your earnest money deposit refunded to you at closing, up to that amount. You can't get more than that, but
And
you
the
will get,
appraisal.
Correct.
yeah, you will get that amount along with your appraisal.
So with all the programs that are out right now, you have to go through the same approval process, run your credit, make sure you have the income. Everything has to meet the guidelines still, and just go from there.
Just go with people that know, have done them before. Make sure
Okay.
you go with
Look for the dream
experienced.
team.
That's
And
right.
do you want to tell people again how they can reach you?
Give me a call, 702-327-3933. Nikki Junium at AmeriFirst Financial.
I'm Barbara Irwin, LVNV Homes and Land, 702-235-9298.
Dawn Weaver, Old Republic Title, 702-696-8933.
Brian Holland, Old Republic Title, 702-985-2222.
Thank you so much
Thanks.
for
Thank you.
joining us.
Have a great day.
Look
Bye.
forward
Thank
to
you
you
very
next
much.
time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.